First, I want to tell each of you how much I appreciate your time. I know there's a lot of things to cover, there's a lot of news going on, and sometimes there's things that occur in our community that are not so flashy as the blood and guts and excitement of a wreck or the excitement of a homicide or excitement of something else, a bank robbery or some kind of awful event, and those are, quote, more interesting, although tragic. But I appreciate you being here to cover something that is almost as tragic as that, and that's the manpower shortages that we currently have with the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office. I know quite often we hear of Shreveport's, in our area Shreveport is down so many officers, but I'm here to tell you that we are over 90 deputies short right now, over 90 deputies, and these shortages range throughout the sheriff's office. We have, of course, we've got deputies such as those standing behind me. We're short those. We're also short things like a couple of mechanic positions. We're short some as far as administrative positions. Anything that you can imagine to run a small city, which is what we run at CCC, we're short of IT people. We're short of others other than just those that carry firearms. But we're here today to make an announcement to you. And in a few minutes, I'm going to ask you to sit through a video that's going to be less than 4 minutes. So I know sometimes we have to see videos and you're ready for them to be over. This is an exciting video. This is a video about the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office and a program that we're announcing. And this program, we're going to be not only trying to hire deputies from the 21 and up age, but we have now officially kicked off our program to hire deputies 18, 19, and 20 years old. We made the decision that if a person is 18 years old and is mature enough to vote, mature enough to fight in a war, mature enough to defend our country, there are those that are mature enough to join the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office and to be a part of our great program. So our efforts starting today is to turn the corner on that and let the pendulum swing back and let you know just exactly how exciting, rewarding, and what heroes we have within the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office. So there's a lot of things that we've done. We've streamlined our hiring process. It's going to be much easier. You don't have to take an entrance exam if you have prior military, prior law enforcement. No entrance exam for that. The benefits, let me talk about that for just a minute. To anybody that's watching this, if you're seeking an exciting career with a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities, and a chance to serve and be part of the change that you might want to see in our community, you can come to work for the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office and start out your first day making $40,000 a year. The second year, you go up to $46,000. You have your health insurance. 100% of your health insurance is paid, and it's good insurance. 50% of your dependents' health insurance is paid. So that's quite a thing. We have a retirement plan. If you go to work for us at 18, you can retire before you're 50 years old at 100% of your salary and have health benefits. So I don't see why this wouldn't at least cause some young person that's about to get out of high school, or some young person that says college isn't for me, or some young person that is thinking, what am I going to do with the rest of our lives, or with the rest of my life? Come be part of us. Be part of this change. Be part of what I consider to be the finest law enforcement agency anywhere around. And that's the group that we're appealing to. We want people that are older than high school students, certainly. Somebody's graduating from high school, we want you to consider us. Somebody that's 25 years old and getting out of the military, we want you to consider us. Come look at us, see what we got to offer. I also want to thank the deputies behind me. You'll see them in the video. And I think that's about the time we'll watch the video, and then we'll have any questions that you might have. All right, you ready to cue it up?
Who are we? We all wear one badge. Collectively, we are one team, but we are all very different, traveling our different journeys to the same destination, each serving in our own ways. The question is, how will you wear it?
My name is Deputy Brianna Durbin, and I work as a security deputy at the Caddo Parish Correctional Center. I wear this badge and this uniform because I grew up in an area with a high crime rate. So I knew the emotional distress that my community experienced. I also wear this badge and this uniform because I had adults in my family that were currently in law enforcement. I also wanted to restore the relationship between law enforcement and the community. I have younger siblings that I wanted to set an example for, so I became someone that they can look up to. And I also wanted to teach them that they can reach every goal that they set with prayer, the support of your family, and hard work.
I am Deputy Nelson Douglas. I wear this badge and this uniform as an emergency response team leader. My journey began when I was 15 years old. I attended Huntington High School. I had the talent of cutting hair. The principal and the SRO caught me cutting hair during my lunch break behind the cafeteria. They then threatened to confiscate my clippers. One thing about it, I was good at my job. They ultimately wanted their haircut. More deputies also came into my life. I started cutting their hair after school. They stayed in my life. They provided a positive impact, keeping me out of trouble. There was one deputy in particular that wore this uniform. And now, here I am, 8 years later, as an emergency response team leader.
I'm Deputy Dixon, and I wear this badge and this uniform as a patrol deputy for the Caddo Sheriff's Office. When I was in 6th grade, me and my brother were trying to make some extra money, so we decided to start cutting grass. I did that for about 8 years, but I just didn't feel like I had a purpose. I spoke to a former baseball player's dad who had been with the sheriff's office for a while. He told me endless stories and all the friendships he had made being with the sheriff's office, and that's what I was looking for. I've made tons of friendships and endless stories that I can have for the rest of my life and share with everybody I come in contact with. I'm currently assigned to the Patrol Division, and I'm also a Special Response Team member.
I'm Deputy Michael Rocco, and I wear this badge and this uniform as a member of the Caddo Sheriff's Office Special Response Team, and this is my story. I'm originally from Delaware, where I spent about 3 years working at a hospital. I met several veterans there that guided me to the United States Air Force, where I served for 6 years as a computer network technician. Once I got to Barksdale, I met several Caddo Sheriff Office deputies that really made me feel like family. After I joined the Sheriff's Office, I eventually got on the Special Response Team as a way to give back to the community and utilize my skill sets for the entirety of the parish. One badge, unlimited possibilities.
How will you wear it?
If you need a job, an exciting career, come see us, and we'd appreciate that. People often wonder, what does the Sheriff's Office do in the city of Shreveport? For one thing that we do, we by law have to hold all of the felony prisoners that are arrested in Shreveport. And right now we have almost 1,300 in our jail. So we have to maintain and feed and clothe and watch and supervise and provide medical for that number of people. That's one thing we do for the city of Shreveport. We run a lot of narcotics search warrants and do a lot of narcotics work in the city of Shreveport. We do a lot of detective work. We work well over 60, 70, 80% of the financial crimes that occur in Shreveport. The Caddo Sheriff's Office works those. We deliver all the papers in Shreveport. We deliver all the subpoenas and protect the courtrooms and protect the judges and do all the transportation of the inmates for every case that's made in Shreveport, every felony case. So once a Shreveport police officer makes an arrest, we take over from there and do all of the work that it requires to get that person convicted or found guilty. We do all the seizures in Shreveport. So we do a tremendous amount of Shreveport, including we have to collect taxes for the school board and the Caddo Parish Commission. And that's a big operation. So we're the same size as Shreveport Police Department. We do a variety of things. And so right now we're hurting. We're in survival mode. We need people to come to work for us. But it's gonna be, not only are everyone doing a favor for us, we're doing a favor for them, because we are a great place to work. We have good benefits, good pay, and you got a good sheriff. So, you know, what's to lose? Let's give it a shot. Come help us.